Okay, so a little bit of housekeeping out of the way first. This is probably not exactly how Ryland plays the song. All of the resources that I used, which I will link in the description, to learn this song, often contradicted each other on a lot of different stuff. So this is simply how I play it, and I get a lot of joy out of playing it this way. So, I didn't see any tutorials online, so I figured I would try to share that. Second of all, I'm really bad at describing strumming patterns, so I am largely just going to leave those alone. There are a couple tutorials that I will try to link in the description, so you can get a sense of strumming patterns better than I could really describe them. First off, the tuning that Ryland always plays in is open C sharp, right? And that is C sharp, G sharp, C sharp, F, G sharp, C sharp, right? Then take the capo, put it on the 2nd fret here. Sounds like that. All right. Now for the intro. Has these 4 little chords here, right? For the intro part, I only play these 2 strings. That is the 4th and 5th strings, I believe. And then before going into the full chords for the second half of the intro. The first chord in this little loop has 1 finger on the 8th fret of the 4th string and 1 finger on the 9th fret of the 5th string. Then the second chord has a finger on the 7th fret of the 4th string and the 9th fret of the 5th string. So this one stays the same, but this one moves down 1 fret. And I typically do it by pulling off that 1 finger. It makes it a lot easier. Then the third one is the 4th fret of the 4th string and the 7th fret of the 5th string. A little bit of dissonance there, right? Then the last one is those same 2 strings, but both on the 5th fret. So it's... And I play through that a couple times before going into the full chords. Full chords are still based around those same notes, just bigger. First one, really simple. For that first chord, you just play the rest of the strings open. Really simple, right? Second one, for these 2, what I do is I take this finger and bar it over those 3 on the 9th fret there. It is definitely the hardest chord shape in the song, and I'm still not that great at playing it. But it's good to get some practice in, right? Right? Sounds like that. Then you have for these 2, just bar most of the 4th string, and then add this little guy down to the 7th fret again, right? So 4th fret, bar all of them, and then have this little guy sticking out there. Then the 5th one, you just bar the whole thing, so it's... Additionally, what I typically like to do is on the last strum of the one where it's just the 5th fret, adding this guy back there, it adds a nice little bit of circularity to it, so it's like that. Sounds really nice. Then we have a bit of a transition from the intro to the verse. This part's a little convoluted, but stick with me. So I have some palm muted downstrokes. First one is open, and then take these 2 and then slide them down to the 7th fret, right? So that is the 8th fret on the 4th string, 9th fret on the 5th string, same as that first chord. Just slide down to the 5th fret, right? And then palm mute the up power chord on the 7th fret, and then take those 2 ones that were here and slide them back up. So, wait, sorry. Like that. Then you have on the 4th fret those muted downstrokes, and then take those 2 strings on the 7th fret, slide both of them down at the same time to the 5th fret, So it's like that. And then we have that part's definitely the easiest part, just a little bit of frenzied strumming, and then the bottom 3 strings open. So it should sound something like this. Sorry, I'm really not that good at playing guitar. Please bear with me. I still hope you can find this helpful. Then for the main riff, for the first riff in the verse is much easier from this point on, by the way. So everything else is significantly easier. We have these 2 downstrokes, palm muted, and then the bottom 3 strings open. And this is something that they like to do a lot, playing like a power chord with the bottom 3 strings open. I love it so much. It sounds so beautiful. And they do then it's up to the 4th and the 5th, so it's like that. And then to transition to the other half, after the third go around of that, then they have the 6th fret, and they play the power chord and the open at the same time, right? And then it goes from over to that 5th fret. Then for the next part, it's the same chord shape. So we have the power chord plus open strings, and it goes to 7, 9, 4. Oh, it's open 7, 9, 4. My bad. So, and then it goes back to the 5 here, and they have a little noodle here. So, like that, and that is on the 5th fret. Hammer onto the 7th, pull off, and then go over to that power chord / open strings combo on the 7th fret. So, like that. Then it goes back around and does one more time. And before the second time, instead of doing the little noodle here, they have a bit of a dissonant chord to lead up to the chorus, right? And that is similar to the power chord open string combo on the 5th fret, except we add this little guy here. It is on the 4th string down on the 4th fret, and that builds up to the chorus, which is the main riff again for the most part, like that. On the last go around, they add like that, and that is the same chord shape as this dissonant chord that ended the verse, just moved around to different spots. So the first one is on the 2nd fret, then onto the 4th and 3rd, I guess, having that dissonant note playing on the 3rd fret, and then for the last one, instead of moving both of them up, they only move the power chord. So that dissonant note stays on the 3rd fret, and it's like this, like that. And they play through that a couple times. So it's like a... like that. And then for the bridge. Now the bridge has a couple parts. The first one is much easier. It is the part with the frantic strumming, and it has 2 main chords. We have and, right? And the chord shapes are really simple. It is have 1 finger on, for the first one, say on the 5th fret, put down the 2nd to top string there, and then bar the 7th fret, like that. And then for the other one, it is just the same chord shape, but moved up to the 10th and 12th frets, right? So they play through that a couple times, mix up the strumming pattern a little bit, before they have a little noodle to transition to the second part of the bridge. I'm pretty sure that the way I play it is different than the actual recording, but this is simply the one that I know, and I'm not good enough at guitar to figure out the actual one for myself, so this is simply what I play. What I do is I have the Oh wait, sorry. Right, so that is on the 12th fret, on the bottom string, pull off to the 9th fret, then pull off to open, and then kind of do the same thing but backwards on the next string up, open, hammer on to 9, hammer on to 12, like that, and then on the bottom string, take bottom string again, take the 9th fret, pull off, and then 7th fret, again on the bottom string, hammer on to 9, pull off to 7, pull off to open, so like that. Then for the second part of the verse, or the bridge I should say, there are two main chords again, and, right? First one is super simple. It is just the 2nd fret on the bottom string, and then the rest of them open. So super simple there. The other one is like that, the power chord open string combo, but instead adding it in this, the bottom fret, or the bottom string 4th fret, right there. So it sounds a little bit more full. And then when they transition between the two, they have another little noodle, which is on the 4th, hammer on to 5th, pull off to 4, pull off to open, and then do that on the bottom string and then the next string up, like that. And then when they go at the end of this, what I like to do, again, I don't really know if anyone else actually does this, I just really like to do it. When going into the part where it's like everything goes silent and like they're shouting the "You're sad, alone," right before that, to build up to it a little bit, I change from the more full one to the dissonant one where it's the finger on the 4th string down instead of the bottom string, like that. And I don't know, I just like to play it that way. And then it goes back into the verse again. You have a little bit of like a pick slide, and then it goes back into this part, and then it's mostly the same up through the chorus. Chorus is the exact same as before, except for the ending. So the ending is the last new part here. So after they play that for the second time, how I usually end it is I move this guy over one, so it's that same dissonant chord from before. I play it slightly differently since it's easier to transition to it like this, but it really doesn't matter. And then for the that's when he says, "And you'll be okay." And then I play the top 3 strings open, power chord. And those last 3 notes are on the 12th, then 14th, and 14th on the bottom 3 strings. So like that. Alright, so that's the whole song. I hope you found this useful, and I'm really just doing this off the cuff, and you're really improvising, so I probably stuttered over my own words a lot, but I still really hope you found this helpful. If there are anything else that you feel like needs clarification, please let me know in the comments. I'll see if I can, if I have an answer for you, I will tell you. And I will also link the other tabs and covers and stuff that I could find if there's any other parts that need clarification. Thank you all for watching, and have a great day.